Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to read chapter number 9, Environment of Bangladesh. So let's get started. After finishing today's lesson, we will learn to explain man's relation with the environment, explain the causes of environmental problems, analyze the impacts of environmental problems, describe the action plan to prevent and control environmental problems in Bangladesh, prepare reports on environmental problems, be conscious of the importance of the environment. Alright? So, our first lesson is on man and environment. Man lives in his own environment. His life is affected by the elements of the environment. Do you know what are the elements of environment? There are 4 basic elements of nature. They are soil, water, air, and light. You know, the sun is the main source of light and heat. Trees on soil grow up with the help of water, air, heat, and light. On the basis of these elements, man's life on earth has been possible. So if the question comes, what are the basic elements of the nature? The answer is soil, water, air, light. 4 basic elements of the nature. Now the second question, what is the main source of light? The answer is sun. As we are talking about man and environment, a question arises, how did man start to dominate nature? The answer is, at the outset of the creation, man was more dependent on nature. He procured everything from nature to survive. He selected necessary things from nature to build houses. He used soil as a tool for production. Man came to a stable position, starting cultivation. Since then, he has tried to conquer nature. He made vast cultivable land, clearing forests and jungles. He produced paddy, wheat, maize, and many other crops. He used some animals, making them pet. He learned to hunt and cook some of the wild animals. Even he killed ferocious animals for self-protection. Again, man planted some trees for his own needs. These trees protect him from different kinds of natural disasters. So, basically, if you have learned about the societies of Bangladesh or the societies of the world, you know the societies are hunting and food gathering society, then comes horticultural society, then pastoral society. From pastoral society, you know, man started rearing animal. They started cattle rearing, they started to tame the wild animals, because by that time they knew rearing animals is better than or more beneficial than killing the animals. So they started to make them pet. After that, you know, there comes agrarian society, and man came to a stable position, starting cultivation. I mean, modern civilization is the blessing of agriculture. You have to believe this. Without agriculture or without agrarian society, this modern society or post-industrial revolution society never had been possible. To sum up the relationship between man and environment, I would like to say they are not interdependent. I mean, we depend on environment, but the environment does not depend on us. They are free. But if you say that we are planting trees, or we are responsible for deforestation or cutting down trees or forests, yes, that is true, but we are not successful to dominate nature or to make them dependent on us. Whenever we have tried to dominate nature, they have taken a revenge on us. For example, take any natural disaster. We call them natural disaster because they are from nature, and we are the ones who are responsible for dominating nature or trying to dominate nature, but that has never been possible. Now the question comes, if we are not successful, then what we have done? The answer is we couldn't dominate the nature, but we have been successful to pollute the environment. And that is why in present time one of the biggest questions is environmental pollution. And when we talk about environmental pollution, the first thing that comes to our mind is water pollution, soil pollution. In the picture you can see on the left side there are so many plastic bottles and polythenes in the pond or lake, whatever you want to say. But the thing is, this is a common scenario in our country too. In our rivers, in our ponds, in our drains, we see this scenario every now and then. And on the right side, that is soil pollution. You can see when we have so many waste materials, what do we do with them? We don't burn them, or even if we burn them, we take them in a separate place and throw out them for days and years. And what do they do? I mean the waste materials. They contaminate or pollute the soil. Alright? So we are polluting our water and soil every now and then in our country, or this is quite a common scenario for every country. Next, you can see air pollution and sound pollution. On the left side, we can see air pollution, and the burning black smokes actually pollute the air and they become contaminated, and we cannot get the fresh air. And they also hamper the ozone layer. If you take science in the future, then you will learn more about these things. Now, on the right side, we can see sound pollution. A man is really annoyed with the sounds. You can see the bass horn, the music volume, then again mic, then the car horn, everything. So these are things around us and they actually pollute the sound, or they make noise. And we can also say sound pollution as noise pollution. Well, now, why we are so aware of environmental pollutions or environmental problems? Do they have any effect on us? So, well, now get the answer. It can be said that the balance of man's life with soil, water, air, and heat is being hampered. As a result, the environment is losing balance. Because of pollution, many children of Dhaka are suffering from asthma. In addition, heart disease, cancer, skin disease, and various kinds of allergy are increasing. Gradually, the pressure of huge population is increasing in the cities of the country. The cities cannot ensure accommodation and other facilities for the excess population. As a result, the number of slums in the cities is ever on the increase. Besides this, many swamps of the country are getting ruined for human settlement and for establishing industrial factories. Sometimes industrial wastes get mixed with river water and make it unsuitable for use. If you want to be more clear about this thing, you can imagine the Dhaka city. You can imagine the people around Dhaka city. There are so many people here and there that we cannot even walk on the road freely. There are so many people on the footpath, there are so many people at the market and everywhere. We cannot get fresh air, we cannot get fresh water. Moreover, the life in Dhaka city is becoming more horrible day by day. And eventually the environment is being polluted, and they are taking and they will continue taking revenge on us. That's the harsh truth. So it is our duty to take necessary steps. Otherwise, we will never have a better future. Well, that's all for today. I will be back with another session of this chapter. Okay? Thank you everyone. Thank you for your patience.